Hey everybody, KC here. So I'm back. I'm back in my office. Go figure. It's been a while since I sat in this chair and did a FaceTime with the content guy segment. I hope you've enjoyed the pieces that I was filing from California. Had a couple of trips out there in the last couple of weeks that allowed me to look at some different things and share them with you and share some ideas. So I hope you enjoyed that. One of the advantages of things seeming to get back to normal, although I have my fingers crossed, is that I do get the chance to go out in the world and see some different things and bring some video back to you. So I hope you enjoyed it. Today I want to talk about Wordle. And listen, I know we've talked about Wordle before here on Morning Newsbeat. I've talked about it. Michael's talked about it and talked a little bit about it when the New York Times bought it for what they said was in the low seven figures. But apparently it's an investment that paid off, because when the New York Times posted their quarterly results this week, one of the things they said was they can tell that Wordle brought, and this is a quote from their publisher or their CEO, Meredith Kopit-Levien. She said that Wordle brought an unprecedented tens of millions of new users to the Times, many of whom stayed to play other games, and it drove the company's best gaming-related quarter ever. And that's really, really fascinating. And they upped their digital subscribers in general by almost 400,000 people, which is a significant number. Listen, in the case of a publishing company that, like the New York Times, they can't just be in the news business anymore. They have to be in a number of other businesses in order to generate the revenue necessary to produce what arguably is the world's finest newspaper. I would argue that, certainly. And in this, but that's one of the things that retailers have to do, right? You can't just stick doing with what you've always been doing. It's important to find sometimes big things, sometimes little things that allow you to make different bets and find different ways to bring people into your store. That's essentially what the Times is doing. And listen, I don't know about you, I continue to be addicted to Wordle. It's funny, my wife and one of my sons and we all play it. We obviously play it separately. And then we all send each other text messages in the morning, 3 out of 6, 2 out of 6, 4 out of 6, 5 out of 6, whatever it happens to be. Occasionally, it's a bagel and you don't get anything, but luckily that doesn't happen very often. And then we share screenshots of Wordle. It's one of those things that, it sort of grew out of the pandemic. People were finding different ways to connect with each other. It's simple. It's a lot of fun. It's not addicting because you only can do it once a day. And it brings people together. And I think that the Times was very smart to have made this particular investment. Clearly, it's working for the New York Times and is kind of an object lesson for what retailers have to do if they're going to continue to bring people in their doors, whether it's their physical doors or their online doors. Anyway, that's what's on my mind this morning. And as always, I want to hear what's on your mind.